You come here. You come to my country with your big cameras and your notebooks, and you ask the old people in the villages, what is the secret? What is the magic pill? There is no magic pill. I am 106 years old. I was born when the Emperor Taisho sat on the throne. I have seen the sky burn. I have seen the world rebuild itself out of the ashes. And I have buried so many people. I buried the doctors who told me my traditional ways were backward. I buried the scientists who came here in the 1970s to tell us we needed to eat more American wheat. All of them. Dust. You Westerners, you are so obsessed with living a long time, but you are doing everything wrong. You are running on a treadmill that is going backward, and you pay so much money to do it. I watch you. I see you on the little glowing screens. You wake up and you put chemicals into a plastic cup, powders made in a laboratory. You call them superfoods. You swallow 30 pills before the sun is fully up. You think you are buying health, but you are just buying expensive urine. If you want to know how I am sitting here at 106 with my own teeth, with my mind as sharp as a newly oiled blade, you must forget everything your television has told you. Let me tell you about the great trick. After the war, when your country came to rebuild mine, they brought more than just steel. They brought your food. Before that, we were poor. We ate what the earth gave us. We ate what the sea spit up on the rocks. But suddenly there was bread in bags that never went bad. There was oil in clear plastic bottles. They told us it was modern. They told us it was sanitary. Sanitary. That is a word for a hospital, not for a kitchen. You look at a label on your food today. It has 20 ingredients, words you cannot speak, stabilizers, preservatives, emulsifiers. You think your stomach knows what an emulsifier is? Your stomach is an ancient engine. It expects dirt. It expects bacteria. It expects life. When you put a processed, sterilized, factory-made paste into your body panics. It says, what is this plastic? And so you swell up. You get the inflammation. Your joints ache when you are only 40 years old. 40! At 40, I was carrying sacks of rice up a mountain in the rain. You are not sick because you are aging. You are sick because you are starving while eating 5 times a day. You are full of calories but completely empty of life. So what do I eat? When the tourists see my breakfast, they turn up their noses. They say it smells bad. They say it is slimy. Good. The food that heals you is not supposed to taste like a candy bar. Every single morning since, I think, 1946, I eat natto, fermented soybeans. They are sticky. They smell like old socks maybe. But inside that slime, that is pure life. It is bacteria that goes into your gut and acts like an army. It cleans out the rot. It dissolves the blood clots before they can stop your heart. You Westerners, you are terrified of bacteria. You scrub everything with bleach. You kill the bad, yes, but you murder the good. You must eat things that are alive if you want to stay alive. And the sea, you ignore the sea. You buy a little pill of omega-3 that has been sitting in a hot warehouse for a year. The oil inside is rancid. It is poison by the time it reaches your mouth. I eat the small fish, the ones with the bones, the sardines, the mackerel. I eat the bitter melon that grows wild on the fence. It is so bitter it makes your mouth twist. But that bitterness, that is the medicine. That is what tells your liver to wake up and do its job. And broth, real bone broth, not the salty water in a cardboard box from the supermarket. Bones, boiled for 12 hours until the marrow melts into the water. That is what keeps these joints moving. It is not pretty. It is not something you put on the Instagram, but it is real. But I must confess something that breaks my heart. I look out my window now, here in Japan, and I see the young people, my own great-grandchildren. They do not eat the natto. They do not boil the bones. They go to the glowing signs, the golden ouches, the convenience stores. They eat the meat that was printed in a factory. They drink the sodas full of the corn syrup, and I watch them get heavy. I watch them get slow. I see the diabetes taking their feet. I see the dementia taking their minds before they even reach 70. It is a tragedy. A whole generation throwing away thousands of years of wisdom for convenience, because they are too busy to cook, because they are too tired to ferment the beans. You are trading your decades for minutes. You save 20 minutes by buying the fast food, and you pay for it with 20 years of your life at the end. It is the worst bargain a human being can make. The corporations, they do not care if you live to see your grandchildren. They only care if you buy their box today. They want you addicted to the sugar. They want you sluggish. A sluggish mind does not question the system. You must wake up. I do not have much time left. At 106, every sunrise is a borrowed coin. But you have time if you stop poisoning yourself. Throw away the plastic bottles of oil, the canola, the soybean. It is machine lubricant. Throw away the green powders. Go to the earth. Find a farmer. Buy the ugly vegetables. Eat the bitter things. Ferment your cabbage. Boil the bones. And stop eating until your stomach is completely full. We have a saying, hara hachi bu. Eat only until you are 80% full. Leave room for the spirit to move inside you. It is not complicated. The truth never is, but it requires discipline, and discipline is the one thing you cannot buy on the internet. My tea is getting cold. Go clean out your kitchen now.